welcome on in to another episode of Getting Well with Terry and Friends. I'm Terry, Dave beside me, Tim down below. Yes, it's the NFL background, and it was the NFL opening video. The reason for that is it's going to be mostly an NFL show today. We do have 5 baseball games, but I will be quite open and honest. I do not like any of them. I have 0 plays in baseball today. It is what it is. Not going to force plays, but I think, and honestly, it's one of the worst baseball slates of the year, in my opinion. So, but we'll see if Dave or Tim have anything in the MLB. But before that, we'll get started by looking at the current best bets. Only baseball from yesterday, so we'll just take a look at baseball standings here. Best bets are going absolutely great. Dog of the day, it's early. Still lots of baseball left to get those dog of the day up. And over under, mixed bag, but that's totally fine. So that's basically the current show standings for baseball. And we will get into baseball right now. I guess... Dave, start us off. Are there any games that you like today in baseball?
Yeah, this is a bad slate. It's a dirty slate, and we hate dirty slates. The only play that I liked is on now, and I've cashed it, and that was Nationals team total over 2.5. Are you freaking kidding me? All they had to get was 3 runs, and I know Wainwright's good, and I know that for Nerd Talk we want Washington to win because it's a big plus money. That was one of the 2 baseball plays. But yeah, I hate this card. And baseball to me is going to be, I either really like the game at first glance or I'm jumping over it because we're about to go ape shit with football. So.
All right. Tim, is there anything in baseball that you like today?
I went after a little bit of a homer prop for the Cardinals game. I got Alec Burleson to get his first major league hit and his first major league home run. He's making his major league debut today. I watched him play at East Carolina, so I figured, saw him in the lineup for the first time, had to jump on it. So far today, he's 0 for 1. He, on his first at bat, saw 4 pitches and then walked to first base. None of them in the zone. Second one, he hit to the warning track. So, so far, so it's all right. He actually made contact. It was good to see. He'll be up next inning for the Cardinals, so we'll see how that goes. That's the only real reason why I'm even watching the game. I have it on whatever the stream software, because I can't watch Nationals games where I'm at, so I had to get it off of the crack streams or whatever it's called. And then the only other game today I have is the Chicago White Sox run line, because they're getting hot, and they just took 2 out of 3 from a hot Seattle team, and now they're going to play Oakland, and they're only 2 games back for the division. I think this is their time to stretch. This is their time to push, and with the most likely the Cy Young Award winner pitching tonight, Dylan Cease, I'm going to grab the White Sox run line today.
All right. If I was betting an MLB play, it would be Oakland first 5. But I'm not. I do like JP Sears. I know you're right about Dylan Cease. Obviously, as a Blue Jays fan that has a plus 700 ticket on Manoah to win the Cy Young,
Not going to happen.
I would absolutely love if the Oakland Athletics scored like 6 runs on Cease today. That would be absolutely great for betting and fan purposes.
That's just going to lock in Justin Verlander. Alec Manoah is not going to win.
Well, hey, what if Verlander's hurt longer than... Hey, there's still
I think Verlander ended today still has a better numbers for Cy Young than Alec Manoah if he threw 3 no-hitters. So, maybe not that far, but
Whoa,
if Alec
Tim.
Manoah has average starts, I still think Justin Verlander outdoes him.
Well, he's been above average in his last 4 games. But
anyways, I don't think he has it.
The ticket has not been burned yet. The ticket exists. So until the ticket is burned and it's announced, he still has a possible chance.
Well, I looked on my book today and it showed Verlander at -150, CSIP +110, and then McClanahan at 22-1, and then 33-1 for Ohtani. Those are the only 4 players that are in anymore.
Interesting.
So basically, Tim hates Alek Manoah so much that if he did something that no one has ever done in the history of baseball, he still wouldn't be the best pitcher.
Okay, that's not what I was saying. I feel like this is Verlander's Cy Young to lose, even if he's out the rest of the year.
I agree completely.
Actually. Oh, interesting. IceX is on the Bills now, but feel free to put it in the comments on why. But that is the perfect segue into Thursday night football. We do have the Buffalo Bills and the LA Rams, the game that everyone's been waiting for, the first game of the year. You can currently find Buffalo -130 to -140. The Rams +110 to +120. Twos, mostly 2.5s, and I see 51.5s and 52s available for the total. If you watched the NFL show yesterday, you'll definitely know what pick I'm on. And, well, there's a couple. I'll start with the side. I am on the Bills for a few reasons. One, I think they come out here after their season, how it ended last year. And I think they come out here and want to show and make a statement against the defending champs. I also think a lot of people are going to see the defending champs at plus money at home and think, whoa, this is the lock of the century. And I think it is, as Nick would say, it's a trap. I do think the Rams money line's a trap. It's my opinion. But I think the Bills come out strong. And I have 2 touchdown props as well. Stephon Diggs +135, anytime touchdown. And Dawson Knox, anytime touchdown, which is +190. Which I got for +190. It is now +170. So it's already 20 cents cheaper or 20 cents worse. And I liked that play before I found out that his brother tragically passed away recently. So Dawson Knox was one of the Bills' best touchdown players last year. He was up in the top 2 definitely for touchdowns. So he is someone I wanted to target. Finding out that his 22-year-old brother tragically passed away recently makes me just think that it's even more of a better play. I think Allen will be looking for him. I just think the emotional aspect of it. I think he's getting a touchdown tonight. So that's my best bet. I'll give it out early. It's my favorite play of the day. Dawson Knox anytime touchdown. And then I am on the Bills -2.5 and smaller play on -6.5. I think they win by 7 to 10 points and make a statement here against the reigning champs. Dave, Bills and Rams, what do you think in this one?
Well, there's, on a side note, it doesn't take me much to get excited, but I love bum fights in the comments. That's just hilarious to me, especially on we're not a huge show. So shout out to the chat because that's fucking hilarious. But I really want to get an aside in this game. It's the first effing game of the NFL season. They happen to pick maybe the Super Bowl this year, the 2 freaking best teams or 2 of the best teams in the NFL, which screws me up because if anyone's ever followed anything that I do, I don't find a lot of value in big games and popular games and good teams. That's just not how I bet. And by the way, in sports betting in general, very few people make money betting the best teams. It's the juice is right, especially in the NFL where the lines are accurate. I want to take the Rams money line so bad. I'm staying away from it, and I actually picked a bet where I could stay off a side because I really don't want anyone to score or do anything because I like the under. Both the Earl twins turned me on to the fact that Stafford has a elbow tendonitis. I didn't know that. I don't know how I missed
elbow issues. I don't know if is it tendonitis?
I think that's what I read afterwards. But either way, they say it's fine, but they're going to be play calling to see how that goes in the first of the game for sure. So that's one thing. But also when you go into this game, both teams know that they've got dudes on offense. Actually, both teams are well-rounded on both sides of the ball. these guys have the firepower to have a knockout war, fireworks back and forth. But why would you want to do that on the first game? Why wouldn't especially when you haven't seen this team play this year? And I think the strategy should be, and I'm not an NFL coach, but this is just logical to me. Wouldn't you want to try to control the game in fear that it could get out of control on the other side because the other team can do it? I think they're going to be more methodical. I took the under at 52. I want to take a side, not going to. So I also blocked myself from doing that. So I like the under 52. That's my bet. It's locked in already. It's bet.
All right. I have absolutely no opinion on the total. I didn't even really mention the total, but I think I could see it going under. I could see it going over. So I just have absolutely no opinion on the total. But I'm glad you guys do. Tim, what do you think here? Bills and Rams.
Yeah, I'm on the under. You're getting the first game of the year. Everybody's super excited. Let's see a shootout. No. You're going to get two teams that are going to want to run the ball, whether it's the duo with the Rams, because Stafford's not going to throw 30 times this game. I can guarantee you that. Or whether it's Josh Allen and Singletary on the Bills side. They're going to want to try to control the ball. You're going to see a lot of drives that probably go 4, 5, 6 minutes and could end up in a touchdown, or most of the time they're going to end up in 3 points. I will say I was looking at a couple of props for this one because I had to do a video for it on picks and parlays. Under on the yards for Matthew Stafford, over for the yards rushing with Singletary. And I took a little bit of a sprinkle at plus $2 of a defensive or special teams touchdown in this game. These two teams have really good defenses, and I feel like one of them, if you get a short field, all of a sudden pick six about 20 yards, and that could be your cash right there. It's obviously a little sprinkle, nothing crazy on it. I just think it's gonna be a low scoring game.
I've seen people that have Stafford to throw an interception on parlays and stuff. So
he normally does
with his arm.
Well, normally with the volume that he throws at, it's kind of like a Jameis Winston situation where he'll throw a bunch of touchdowns. He's going to throw some interceptions too.
I hope he does. See, I'm a Niners fan. I hope the Rams implode and the Bills smash them. But they've got such a good team, and they're at home. I mean, and to tell you the truth, being from Southern California, I can tell you there are very few places where home court or home field advantage makes a difference. And I don't think they've established. I mean, LA are Raiders city, and they don't want the Chargers there. San Diego wants them back, but LA doesn't want them. And the Rams were originally from Orange County, so there's I don't know how much home field advantage is. I think it's going to be a great game. I think we're going to see a lot of things. I'm also looking at the running back props, Singletary and Akers. They're at 44.5 and 45.5. I just don't know if they're going to platoon the running backs too. It's just I just think it's going to go under. I think that's a really good bet. But what do I know? It could be 21-21 at halftime.
It could be, and then we're just totally screwed.
Yeah.
It's the first game of the year.
I see it being like 10-7 at halftime and finish 21-17.
So I also heard too. This is also another thing, and I didn't dive into it. I should have. They practice different in preseason. I think they couldn't wear pads as much or something. It was either in camp or in preseason. There's something about how they practice different that someone who's a very, very long time old school handicapper, told me look for unders. And this isn't why I picked this specific bet, but he had some inside information. So that might be another reason too.
All right. I guess that is pretty much the show. We will get to the best bet segment. Short show today, but it is what it is. Let's see here. When your team is a top 3 rush defense, teams have to throw 60 times a game on us.
They both have top 5 defense. I mean, they're both the same team, and just Josh Allen's a better quarterback.
Most public play in history is the Bills. Rams money line is trending on Twitter. Was trending on Twitter earlier. So I'm not quite sure about that.
I think there's actually a couple teams that are getting more money than the Bills. Let me pull that up. Hold on.
In the meantime, please comments, fight in the chat, please.
Yes, fight. Sorry.
Oh, by the way, shout out R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth, Canada's queen.
Yeah. I'm just yes, rest in peace. That's basically how. I'll leave it.
Actually, looking at the numbers, Buffalo's only getting 57% of the money, so they're not getting much of the money.
It's so even, bro. This game is so
anymore. I think they got a lot earlier when they were dogs. Like, because there is some teams on here, like San Fran's getting 88%, Jacksonville's getting 89%, Kansas City's getting 88%, Vegas is getting 84%, Minnesota is getting 86%.
Is this the money?
Denver,
Is it the handle or the tickets?
Money.
I hate
So
those.
the teams that are getting the most money in bets this week actually is the Denver Broncos. That's gonna be your biggest public pick of the week is the Denver Broncos. They're getting 91% of the money.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think the people looking at home, like back to back, our most recent champion at home and a dog. I don't know. I think that would be.
I'm saying that there is no public side to this game.
Well, we don't know who it doesn't obviously show like who's placing the bet, right? So we don't really know.
Well, it shows that it was 53% of the tickets, 57% of the money, so it's about even.
Those numbers.
Yeah, Raiders plus 3.5 are getting 84% of the money.
The problem with those numbers, I think I mentioned on the show before, maybe I haven't. You don't know where that's coming from. If you go to different sites,
they could have different sites, but those are going to be generally they're going to be around the same area.
I've seen them completely different, and football might be different, but I don't know if that's including offshore books. I don't know if that's only including some group of books here. Just like for instance, just like odd sites like BetStamp, which you should sign up for, which is a sponsor of the show. They have a pretty thorough amount of odds to look at. But if you go to say Covers, which I probably shouldn't even say their name, but because they're a competitor, I guess. But they're another popular site. They don't have as many. So the problem is the information is how thorough is the information there? No doubt do I think that most of the money's like on a Jacksonville or the Niners, but to narrow in on that is tough.
Exactly. Perfect segue into BetStamp. Use code WILD when signing up. Find the best odds for whatever you are betting for. Looking at my best bet, the touchdown prop, I think you can find it. I got it for plus 190. You can find it for plus 170 is the best price. But you can also find it. Actually, one book has it for plus 238. So that's really interesting. One book is putting it for plus 238. That's Betfred.
Shop around.
I've never heard of Betfred before, but hey, there we go. All other books have it at plus 145, plus 160. So yeah, you definitely want to shop around, find the best odds for whatever you are betting. We will go to the best bet segment here and start with over under. And for me, no totals for me today. So I have no total. Nick is going Rams Buffalo under 52. Tim, you're going Connecticut Chicago under 159.5. Dave, I put yours in for you because I just thought it was a okay assumption that since that's your pick that you would be choosing that. So
I like the under in the game as well. I just chose the WNBA one so that there wasn't 3 Rams Buffalo unders. Something different.
All right. Going to dog of the day. For me, no dogs today. I do bet dogs, contrary to popular opinion, but not today. I don't bet dogs every day, but I do bet dogs. So no dog for me today. Nick is going with the LA Rams, plus 120. Tim, you're going to the WNBA, taking the Connecticut Sun, plus 170. Dave, do you have a dog?
No, I want to. I want to bet the Rams, but I'm not.
All right. And then going on to best bet. Like I said, my best bet for today is Buffalo Dawson Knox anytime touchdown. Best price plus 170 currently. Nick's best bet is the LA Rams money line plus 120. And Tim, you are going to go with the White Sox minus 1.5 at minus 110. Dave, what do you think here for best bet?
No, same thing. Rams, Bills. We're gonna double up the under. It's like the potato diet. Same food every meal. All our eggs in one basket.
I think
That's
it's minus 106.
107.
Minus 107.
Yeah, I mean, when there's more going on, more football going on, there will be a lot of options. But baseball today is stinky.
Yeah, it's as if MLB knew that NFL was starting today, and they thought, we'll just put all these bum teams.
They knew their place in the totem pole in America, that's for sure. At least, I don't know. Hockey's getting way more popular, so it'll never overtake baseball. But
there is a lot of trends, like Isaac is talking about. What Super Bowl team winning first game after the year, 19-3. The Rams are 5-0 in their last 5 opening games, so there definitely is. And usually, I'm a trends guy. Like that's a stats, and usually I would go with that, but I'm just not this time. Under 19.5 team total of the Giants versus the Titans.
No.
You love that one.
Shockingly that Tim doesn't like that, but I don't see the Giants as this hugely offensive team. Obviously, I'm higher on Tennessee than anybody else.
They've got some weapons, the Giants. The problem is they just don't they don't manifest themselves.
Correct.
Toby likes Baylor money line.
Yes. One of my I'm taking the points, but that's one of my best college plays.
McCaffrey is dealing with the laceration from a cleat on his shin. Said he is fine.
He's fine.
Yeah,
he's fine.
He hurt his lady parts.
He better be fine because I am already on Carolina money line. So, AKA a cut. George Kittle could sit out week 1.
He sat out the whole half of the second season, and they still almost went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm on Deebo Samuel anytime touchdown. So
Deebo's a boss.
He is.
Every talking head seems to be on the Bills, is why it scares me.
I'm seeing even on both sides.
Yeah, like we're in different group chats and stuff, and
the thing is,
and I see, it's like 50-50.
And the thing is, with when there's one game, it's not as much big as a public play or whatever the case may be because there's only one game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, during a Sunday, and if there's a team that's getting a crap ton of money on them, and that's getting a big one, that's going to be the play to fade. But you can't really go with public plays or stuff on a Thursday night football or on a Monday night football, or on a primetime game. It's a little bit tougher to do it that way. But if there is a game at 1:00 on Sunday that's getting one team getting 90% of the money, that's a big red flag.
All right. I'm not.
There you go.
And I'll tweet you guys a sexy anytime touchdown Robin Wonka ticket. There you go.
Hopefully for the Sunday game because they're not
girlfriend's
going
name
to be
Robin
much tonight.
Yeah, I didn't give out any parlays on the show today, so I apologize. But follow me on BetStamp because I will be having an NFL parlay. In my memories, it popped up when I cashed a 14-game parlay. Don't let people tell you you can't cash 14-game parlay. No, I'm just kidding. But no, that was my degenerate days, I will say. But I might be doing some degenerate. I would be lying if I said that
each week during the football season, I throw together my $5 Hail Mary parlay to win like $12,000, and then I go from there.
Yeah, so it's for fun. It's fun.
It's
$5.50, and I won $680.
Oh, I will have for college football. I always do for college football. I will have at least a 7-team parlay, and it will be. I'm not gonna say how much I put on it, but it's gonna be more than $5. But I never hit them. Never. I mean, I've never hit a parlay over 5 teams in my entire life. So I don't do a lot of them. But
I've hit like 16 round robins before, but
really. Oh, I did do one thing. Did I tell you about the pizza? So before I started handicapping, there's this pizza place by where I used to live.
I'm intrigued.
What was that?
I'm intrigued. I heard pizza.
Yeah. And they had this. They had basically a what do they call it? Not a survivor pool. Just a pick'ems. A pick'ems with no spread, right? And you get a free pizza. They also had a fantasy football deal too that I did well, but all I cared about was the pizza. And this is I gambled, but I definitely didn't handicap. It was nowhere near this. It was nickel and diming compared to what I do now. But
yeah,
I hit all 16 teams on the pick'em, and I won a pizza, and I was so excited. And then someone that was savvy and a handicapper at the time said, "Do you know what you would have never done this? Do you know how much you would have won if you would have had a 16-game parlay, even with all the money lines? I mean, we're talking like, 50 grand or something ridiculous."
But you got a pizza.
I did, and it was fucking great pizza.
You see the big Daytona part.
Yes. Like one guy had a bunch of like the garbage drivers. They all get top 10, and it was like 4 of them. They were all like plus 2,000 plus, and because Daytona is known to have a bunch of crashes, there was like a crash with like 4 laps left, and those guys slipped in. Crazy.
All right. Well, that is today's show. So
good work, guys.
A bit of for fun talk here at the end about pizza. Now I'm hungry. Thanks, Dave. Thanks a lot. But if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the content, smash the like button. We appreciate all the support. Hockey show in about half hour. We will be going over the Washington Capitals. I have 2 Capitals fans coming on, which will be great. So make sure to tune into that. Best of luck on your bets tonight, and we'll see you again tomorrow and in half hour for other episodes. Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. Good luck, guys.